month since Shakti was raped, brutalized and murdered inside Kolkata's RG Medical College. It's been a month of unrelenting protests on the streets of Kolkata. It's been a month of wait for the family, which is awaiting answers and seeking justice. Today's people continue in their battle for the truth. Mamata Banerjee has been shown the mirror by her own. Top TMC leader Jawhar Sircar has decided to quit as TMC Member of Parliament, and he has called out everything that is wrong with the party. Sircar didn't mince his words. He exposed the corruption in the party and targeted the TMC government for the mishandling of the RG rape and murder case. Specifically speaking about the RG case, Jawhar Sircar said, and I quote, "The present spontaneous outpouring of public anger is against this unchecked, overbearing attitude of the favoured few and the corrupt. In all my years, I have not seen such angst and total no confidence against the government, even when it says something correct or factual." Now, the BJP is lashing on to Jawhar Sircar's resignation and is escalating the demand for Mamata Banerjee's resignation. TMC, on its part, is giving a very guarded response.
The resignation letter of Jawhar Sircar has come, but more importantly, where is the resignation letter of Mamata Banerjee? She should resign because she is accountable as Home Minister, she is accountable as Health Minister, she is accountable as Chief Minister.
Basic spirit of the letter, almost in many parts of the letter, we agree with him. But the difference is, he wants to quit the party, and we, the soldiers of the party, we want to face this situation with the hope that party should come out with a positive, visible response towards civic society.
Jawhar Sircar's resignation is an act of desperation. As the RG car rape and murder case completes 1 month, he has understood that the people of Bengal are extremely angry with Mamata Banerjee.
Jawhar Sircar in his resignation letter has also said that it is not right to ascribe motive to the movement that is being led by protesting doctors. He also said that he expected Mamata Banerjee to intervene and talk to these doctors. Let's not forget the kind of comments made by Mamata Banerjee's own leaders against the protesters, against the doctors, and against those who are criticizing her government for the way it handled the entire case. And now with Jawhar Sircar blaming the state government for inaction, also calling for action against the caucus of corrupt doctors, will those who said, "Let's break fingers," that are being pointed at Didi, will they want similar action taken against a leader who was once a very, very integral part of their party and today who has chosen to step down, citing the kind of inaction that took place?
যে মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়কে চরিত্র নিয়ে গালাগালি করছেন, আপনার বাড়ির দরজায় গিয়ে আপনার মা বোনকে বিকৃত ছবি করে আপনার বাড়ির দেওয়ালে টানিয়ে দিয়ে আসবো। কারণ আমরা ভালো করে জানি যে এইসব লোকগুলো শহরে একটা অশান্তি করতে চাইছে, তাই আমরা চুপ করে আছি। আর আমরা যদি অশান্তি করি তাহলে তারা থাকবে কোথায় সেটা তারা জানে না।
ডাক্তাররা যদি ডাক্তারি না করে অবরোধের নাম করে বাড়ি চলে যায়, যদি বয়ফ্রেন্ড নিয়ে ঘুরতে যায়, তাহলে তো অটোমেটিক হবেই।
Saurav Sikdar, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Asif Ansari, political analyst, joining us. I'd like to open this up with Asif Ansari. Mr. Ansari, a top leader of the Trinamool Congress, a member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha, Jawhar Sircar, has gone ahead and has written a 2-page letter which has about 9 paragraphs, and each paragraph seems to be an indictment of the Mamata Banerjee government. I'm going to read from what he said. He says, and I quote from this letter that I have with me. He says that let us analyze frankly and realize that the movement is as much for Abhaya as it is against the state government and the party. This is a TMC leader who himself is saying that these protests, this movement for justice is for Abhaya and is also against the Trinamool Congress. When will the denial end?
Ma'am, we have seen today, it comes to in the news also that Mr. Sarkar has put a letter to written a letter to Mamata Banerjee for his resignation. I think why he has been so abridged by the internal TMC ministers, these kind of things keep on happening because Mr. Sarkar is a very profuse writer and he fought against the communalisms and very much decent he has. We have seen in 2016 also when he was a part of the Indian public broadcast, he resigned from there, citing that even the Narendra Modi was not inclusive his policy in the making. So over there he saw his so audacious and blatantly he say about the Modis for not including his policy. So today even also he did not find comfortable with the TMC. He has shown his
No, Mr.
what you
Ansari,
say.
do you agree with what he said in essence? Because he's calling out the corruption that is prevalent in the Trinamool Congress.
Exactly.
He's saying that
Mama, I
action
must
wasn't
say,
taken. He's saying that
Madam,
the state tried to ascribe motive to a movement which is being led by doctors, which is a call for justice.
Yeah, of course, I take Mr. Sarkar thinks very politely that he is a intellectual, he's a public speaker, and he has been always spoken. He raised his voice against all type of inappropriate actions happening in the government or in the other part. He very much involved in the public affairs. But the part is that when he is into the government, the main policy should be there that we should always have a chance for the improvement, improvise. If there is any kind of nepotism happening, any type of favorism is happening within the party, I think Mr. Sarkar should give more advice to the government and it's a time for TMC for
9
introspection.
paragraphs से ज्यादा क्या हो सकता है, Mr. Ansari? For 9 paragraphs written, a 2-page resignation letter calling out the corruption in the party, calling out the kind of inaction that has taken place. Let me also take this across to Saurav Sikdar. Mr. Sikdar, so far, the movement, whatever has been happening in the state of Bengal was ascribed as a plot that was devised by the BJP to in fact rattle the Trinamool Congress because you cannot defeat Mamata Banerjee electorally. That was the charge that came in from the Trinamool Congress. Today now Jawhar Sircar has written a letter while he said that he's going to quit politics and he's in fact spoken about the kind of mismanagement that has taken place when it comes to the RG Kaur case. Many people would say, "Arey, he's resigning, he's speaking out against his party, zarur BJP ka haath hoga isme." Mr. Sikdar, if you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry. Extremely sorry. See, Mamata Banerjee is always afraid about the BJP's ghost everywhere, every time. But this is a mass movement. We are also part of this movement. We are also raising our voice for Bengal's people. Now, this is clear indication. Mr. Jawhar Sircar is a well-known face, well-known personality in West Bengal as well as the country. The ship is sinking. And so many rats will go out. So many rats will run away from the ship. This is indicate the anger between the party also. There are lots of Jawhar Sircar who are still afraid to raise their voice against that Bua Bhatija Parivartan. Because this is a sensitive issue. Why Mamata Banerjee, like a mother, like a woman, like a guardian of the state, didn't meet the victim's family till death? Why she is not meeting the doctors who are on the road from the death? Why she is not meeting with the other fraternity? Okay, you don't have to meet with BJP, but you can meet with the other fraternities who are on the road instead of any political party, any political flag. So you should understand the sentiment of Bengal. This is Madam, this is West Bengal. What Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. That is Mamata Banerjee to said only. So, Didi, you should also understand that Bengalis, when Bengalis comes out, when Bengalis let their voice, so yes, this is the best time to keep you down.
Mr.
So,
Sircar, but there is one criticism of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and the Trinamool Congress has constantly accused you of doing vulture politics over a crime that is as heinous as what happened with Shakti or Tilotama or Abhaya, as all of us know her now. They say that this is nothing but an attempt. The BJP doesn't want justice. The BJP only wants to do Rajniti. The BJP only wants to see Mamata Banerjee resign. For them, this entire, case is nothing and nothing but just politics.
You know, last 1 week, 4 incidents happened in West Bengal itself. This kind of a 4-year girl was raped 2 days back near Hooghly. So the thing is, now Trinamool Congress or Mamata Banerjee, who herself is the Home Minister of the state, she is not she is not able to control the law and order of the state. Because the goons, the criminal, they are leading their party. So police become a party cadre. Police have lost their
Let's take that to
spine.
Asif Ansari. Mr. Ansari, you are seeing the kind of demand that's coming in from the BJP. They've been stepping up the demand for a polygraph test on Mamata Banerjee. They've been stepping up the demand for a resignation. They've also been questioning the Kolkata police and the top bosses of the Kolkata police. But here, it's not the BJP now. It is a top leader of the Trinamool Congress, and he's not the only one. Earlier, we saw what Shantanu Sen said. We also saw what Sukhendu Shekhar Roy had said. So, is this the writing on the wall? And is it time to accept and acknowledge that, yes, when something like this happened, the state government didn't act in the way that it was supposed to?
Well, I'm right. For the day 1 or 2, day 3, when the case was given to the CBI, and it's been almost a month that we are coming on a TV and speaking about the same thing. But one thing I must suggest to the media or the BJP person, my friend from the BJP party is talking about Mamata Banerjee and Bhai Bhatija Waj is being talked about nepotism. If there is a nepotism, there are nepotism all across the India, and it is being done in the politics also. But in Bengal, it is being totally rejected by Mamata Banerjee. Mr. Abhishek Banerjee is quite eligible for the part which he is exercising, and it is not been only carried because he's a Mamata Banerjee's nephew. Secondly, the thing is that after doing this acrimonious debate and these mutual accusations, I think nothing will happen. It is a time when the national-wide hall should be come, then the people from the all walks of the life should come together for make a morality to teach the people.
No,
this
but Asif,
rape
you've
has
not
happened
responded
in
to one
Bengal.
question. Do you agree with whatever Jawhar Sircar has said? Because it's very, very scathing. Just let me read out another part where he goes on to say that it has not happened, and whatever punitive steps that government is taking now is too little and quite late. The action taken by the state. Do you agree with what he has said in principle?
Just tell me one thing. What the government should take up punitive measures against the criminals and who had committed the crime. It's been almost 26 days. The case has been handed to the CBI, and the justice what the people are asking on the street. This is not the Bengal. I must say to my friend who is talking about the Bengal.
So there's no accountability of the state government, is it, Mr. Asif Ansari? There's no accountability of the state government?
Bengal has always shown that dissent against the wrongdoing. It's a protest that the people should come on the road.
Yes,
and
but
should
it is
ask
Bengal that is rising
CBI.
in anger against this inaction, and here there are people from the TMC itself who are today speaking out. They're giving in their resignations, and we're talking about somebody who's as senior as Jawhar Sircar. Let me take the last question to Saurav Sikdar because I'm running out of time. Mr. Sikdar, the TMC is saying it's been more than 26 days since the case has been transferred to the CBI. Why is it that we have no update from the CBI? Where is the justice? So far, only one person has been arrested in connection with the rape and murder case. Yes, when it comes to the corruption case, Dr. Sandeep Ghosh has been taken into custody and probe is on. But what is the truth about what happened on the night of August 9th?
Because every evidence has been tampered. the body of that our sister, doctor sister, that was not handed over to her family properly. Police forced it to burn it, and the place of occurrence has been demolished. And she is asking what CBI is doing after all tampering all evidence, and didn't do the postmortem, was not completed properly. You are asking what CBI is doing. That's why people of West Bengal in the street. That's why they are asking Mamata Banerjee's resignation. That's why people are raising voice against that failure government.
If there was tampering of evidence, if there was an attempt to cover up, will the CBI come out and make an official statement on the same? Or will politics keep continuing when it comes to the fight for justice? That's it, gentlemen. That's all the time we have on this debate. It's time now for us viewers to take a short commercial break, but we will keep our focus on this big story. Today, there is a TMC leader who has called out the state government over the kind of inaction that took place in the case. What's going to follow next? We're keeping a close watch. Stay with us, taking a short break.